We've all heard that knowledge is power and understanding is key. These are two important ingredients in establishing a healthy self-perspective and happy relationships. But there is one other ingredient that is more important than these two. Stay tuned and I'll share it with you. Hello and welcome to this channel, Pastor T.B. Young, designed to help individuals like you and families navigate through difficulties and find real answers to real problems. Hi, I'm Dr. Young, the family doctor. I'm a certified family counselor with over 25 years of counseling and coaching families. If you like these videos, please click the subscribe, like, and notification buttons and share this link with your family and friends. In the previous two videos, I discussed knowledge and understanding as they play in building a happy home. Today, I want to discuss the final ingredient, wisdom. You know, the wisest man who ever lived shares with us in Proverbs 24 verses 3 and 4. It says,
"Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches."
Many couples that I talk to are full of knowledge about their spouse, about their children, and their family members. They know the good, they know the bad, and yes, they know the ugly. Because knowledge is power, the same power that builds up is the same power that tears down. Knowledge is the ammunition for the weapon of the tongue. You see, understanding helps us realize and rationalize why we do things, but wisdom builds a happy home. Knowledge tells a person the different parts of a gun. They know that there's a barrel, a magazine, a trigger, and bullets. And understanding tells that same person what will happen if you pull the trigger. But wisdom tells them when to pull the trigger. There are many people with loaded guns of negative opinion and expressions. They have knowledge and they know what will happen when they pull the trigger. But there's not enough of us who have the wisdom to know when or when not to pull the trigger. Someone asked me the other day, how do you deal with in-laws? I said, in-laws are easy to deal with. It's those outlaws that's difficult. You see, family members who use wisdom are called in-laws. Those who use knowledge to hurt each other are the outlaws. The wise man Solomon says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. The Hebrew word for principle is reshith. It means the first thing. It means the first thing in order, rank. It means the beginning or the origin. You see, our first thing that we need to focus on is to get wisdom. Don't just get knowledge, but get wisdom so we know how to use knowledge. Don't just get understanding, because understanding can be influenced by our emotions and feelings. You see, a person can say, I know this is going to hurt them, but I don't care because I'm angry with them. They have the knowledge, the understanding, but they are void of the wisdom. Someone said, never mistake knowledge for wisdom. We must be able to convert knowledge into wisdom. We should not simply have head knowledge, but we need to have heart knowledge. Knowledge comes from learning, but wisdom comes from living. It is very important to build up and not burn down our families, burn down our happy homes. We should be dedicated to our family and not destructive. Rather than hurting each other, let's help one another. Instead of adding more burdens to each other's lives, let's add some blessings. And when you are frustrated or upset, think before you speak. It can be the difference between building up and tearing down your happy home. Before I leave, I want to share a simple 5-step process to help you build a happy home. I call it THINK, T-H-I-N-K. Think before you speak or act. Number 1, ask yourself, is it true? Make sure you gather the correct non-biased facts and do not simply react on your emotions. Next, ask, is it helpful? Is what I'm about to say or do helpful or is it hurtful? Now, why would you want to hurt the most important people in your life? Next, ask, is it inspiring? Be inspired every day. Inspire your spouse. Inspire your children every day. You see, we all tend to flourish more when we have inspiration. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will start to change. Next, ask, is it necessary? Many of the things that we say and do, they're not necessary. Don't major in minor things. We must learn to use wisdom and think before we act. And lastly, ask, is it kind? At the end of the day, kindness is the key to building a happy, healthy home. I like what Wayne Teasdale said. He says, kindness is the highest form of intelligence. But I like Solomon's version much better. Solomon says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your time. If you have been blessed by this video, please click the subscribe, like, and notification buttons so you are one of the first to receive these encouraging, educational, and empowering videos. I appreciate your support in advance by sharing these videos with all of your family and friends. This is Dr. Young, the Family Doctor, saying, I hope to see you the next time. God bless you.